1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
I hit that button rather gently this morning.
I don't know. Not gently enough. A little off center there on the camera. Okay.
If we ever lose that pencil, we're in trouble.
This is our technical staff right here.
Still as the tassel.
Yeah.
I had some great guesses in our trivia question from last night for our Monday night trivia question. It was a survey found the average guy loses this in his early 50s. We wanted to know what it is. We're going to get to today's answer. Did you scan through and
I looked at a few.
and check out some of the great answers, folks? Apparently, us guys lose a lot by the time we're in our mid-50s.
We also apparently lose our manners. We need to introduce ourselves.
Oh, that's right. I'm Mike Marino, and this is John King.
I'm John King. This is Mike and John Got It Going On.
We had it going on, but we lost it in our early 50s.
Well, we're trying to find it again.
We're in search of.
Yes. In search of. With Leonard Nimoy?
No.
We're not old. All right, Mike and John Got It Going On, courtesy of Firehouse Stores.
Absolutely. We've got a look at the latest local news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. The Livingston County Board of Commissioners approved a resolution Monday night concerning how local elections are funded. The resolution is, at least in theory, designed to optimize election integrity in regards to the acceptance of unregulated private monies for funding elections. Amidst the chaos of the pandemic, the Center for Tech and Civic Life, or CTCL, a nonpartisan election reform group, provided grants to communities for the purpose of safely and efficiently serving every voter during the election. Over $400 million in grants was donated to the CTCL by Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg. From there, the funds were then allocated to smaller communities, and in Livingston County, that included Brighton, Conway, and Marion townships. Wes Nakagiri, chairman of the County Board of Commissioners and the commissioner for Heartland and Tyrone townships, has claimed that Zuckerberg's donation has gone directly to these small rural communities in order to, quote, steal the election for Joe Biden. He also reiterated that he had evidence of electoral fraud at the local level, but provided none at Monday's meeting. In the end, the resolution was unanimously approved. 59 new jobs will be coming to the Fenton area thanks to a business expansion project announced Monday by Governor Whitmer. Whitmer and the Michigan Economic Development Corporation announced the $4 million investment by American Recreational Products, which manufactures composites and plastics for companies including John Deere. According to a press release from Whitmer's office, after the company's facility in Owasso reached its capacity with no options to expand, it found a facility in Fenton that can accommodate its existing business, as well as a new fiberglass product line. The project is supported by a $250,000 Michigan Business Development Program performance-based grant. Michigan was chosen for the project over competing sites in Minnesota and Missouri. The city of Fenton is expecting a 5-year industrial facilities tax abatement to be approved in support of the project. And drivers through Howell may begin experiencing some additional traffic delays starting this week. The Livingston County Road Commission says starting Wednesday, pavement rehabilitation and shoulder gravel work will get underway on Latson Road from M59 up to Allen Road. Two-way traffic will be maintained through flag control, but officials advise commuters to expect a high traffic impact, including major delays. That project is expected to wrap up by July 11th. And that's what's going on.
Hi, my name is Latson. I'm here for gravel rehab.
Hi, Latson.
News brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, Brighton's preeminent jewelry store with a commitment to customer service, community involvement, honesty, professionalism, and, of course, exquisite merchandise. We want to thank Mark and Barb Binkley for being a part of Mike and John Got It Going On, and they're going to be a part of our big splash party. Did you mark your calendar? July 9th?
Did I? I would hope so. I'm going to be there. I mean,
you were invited?
Yeah, sorry. I've invited myself to my own party. If you don't mind.
Do we want to give some more details? Or are we holding out?
Well, I think, we're going to, it's the Summer Splash Party. It's a free movie night.
At the Howell Theater,
right,
downtown Howell.
splash party.
So it'll have a summer feel to it.
Right.
We're working out details with Tyler.
There'll be a movie, a very popular 80s rom-com.
There will be freebies to go with your free admission
Right.
to the Mike and John Summer Splash Party.
Right. So it's a free, fun movie night with free stuff and a chance to win sparkly,
Shiny
stuff.
from Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
Exactly.
So it's well worth a summer evening.
Did we mention that it's free?
It's free.
Yeah.
No cost.
That's right. Come on down.
It's just a night of fun. We want to thank everybody that's been a part of our show, that's been listening or viewing
Right.
for our podcast, which we're still in season 1
Yeah.
and hoping for a cliffhanger.
This is episode 86, by the way.
Oh, we've got 14
So
more.
right,
13
we're going to
after.
switch it over. After 100 episodes, we'll move to season 2.
Oh,
But-
season 2 is going to be even.
The writers have been busy working on the story arc for season 2.
We have writers?
Developing some new characters and storylines. It's going to be tremendous. Yeah. Anyway.
Storylines.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Come on now. And for our Summer Splash movie night on July 9th at the Howell Theater, Tyler, the owner of the theater there, he is also generously going to donate 20% of the concessions that are sold that night. So he's got that great popcorn, of course, and other things. 20% of the concessions will be donated to a local charity, which we will designate here at a certain point. So not only is it a free movie night, but your chance to help out the community and win free stuff.
This sounds like a fun event. I think
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
It's almost too good to be true.
It is. And it's free.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We'll have more details coming up as we get a little closer to July. We've got Uncle Bill joining us in just a little bit for today's edition of School the Fools. And let's get to our trivia questions.
Yes.
Some great answers. What us guys lose, according to
We lose so much.
A recent survey found the average guy loses this in his early 50s. Hair and hearing were pretty popular guesses.
Right.
What? Hair and hearing.
What now?
Huh? some of the other guesses.
His fashion sense.
This is if he ever had fashion sense.
Right.
If he ever had
I
fashion
mean, I don't know if they ever...
What?
I did it again, didn't I?
Well, let's look at some of the other answers that people gave. If I could get it on this computer.
Yeah. Hope that he will ever retire.
He loses that.
Testosterone.
That naturally starts. We start
exactly.
losing that at what?
Yeah.
35, 30, 20? No,
19.
between 20 and 30, you're good to go. But after that, yeah, it starts to.
The sense of immortality.
sense of smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. According to Michael, he loses his second wife. What? Are you like Big Lou on wife number 2?
Oh, wow.
His trim figure, muscle mass,
His mojo.
and mojo. Now that kind of
I've lost my mojo.
yeah.
If you ever had it.
Let's see. Caring about the company he works for or his job. Yeah, I don't care. Just showing up.
If you ever
working
did.
working my way to the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, his fashion sense was the correct answer.
Right.
And that's provided, like I said, if he ever had it to begin with. Fashion sense.
I don't know if the fashion sense. I think it's just giving a crap about the fashion.
Caring about
Caring
it.
about it. So you were, when you're younger, especially if you're dating,
Yeah, if you're single, you kind of
you think that, okay,
look
does this work? I don't want to. And then, once it doesn't matter anymore.
For example,
I don't care.
I probably have sweatshirts that are older than my kids.
Whatever.
So jeans too that are probably.
Just slap this thing on and go over there.
Well, sometimes the style fashion comes around.
Yeah.
So we're just saving it for then.
But how many times
When it
is your
goes-
wife, when you're going to go somewhere, she goes, "You're going to wear that?"
Well, that's all I got.
You're like, yeah.
T-shirt and jeans again. Yeah,
But could you imagine if we ever said that to our wives?
yeah,
I mean, you can't say
that is a
that.
thing.
They can say it to us, but some of us, oh, you're going to wear that? You know,
you're not wearing that, right?
right.
Not a good thing to say.
No, you just, yeah.
You want to end up sleeping in the garage.
That's right.
Hopefully you have a firehouse door so you can open and close and get some fresh air. Since we're talking about fashion, psychologists found that we can accurately judge a person just by looking at his or her shoes. And it's not just by their personality. It's a whole lot of different things. They found that people are able to correctly judge a stranger's age, gender, income, political affiliation, emotion, and other important personality traits just by looking at a person's shoes.
So, what would they judge?
I don't know.
mean,
I don't know how you. I guess.
I mean,
I'm not really sure.
I just buy plain old sneakers and wear them to death. until my wife goes, "Are you going to wear those?"
They smell kind of funky.
Yeah.
Researchers, they said that by examining the style, cost, color, condition of the shoe, participants were able to guess about 90% of the owner's personal characteristics. So, for example, I guess if it's more of a, if you look at the political aspect, perhaps somebody with a nice quality dress shoe.
What is that supposed to mean?
It may mean that they're a little more conservative.
No. You're saying
if you're
progressive
wearing
people can't wear nice shoes?
Birkenstocks,
Okay.
probably more progressive. Probably more on the
You're
liberal
saying
side.
that people that are conservative can't have
They may have Birkenstocks.
might want to wear their air out their feet? Or are they going to be wearing Crocs since we're indulging in stereotypes?
Well, they may wear Crocs. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just telling
I'm
you
not
what
saying.
the
By the way,
psychologist
I'm
said.
not saying you're wrong. I'm just pointing it out.
I don't know if Crocs may be one of those universally worn
Right.
shoes by either party or even independents or those who just like to wear rubber on their feet.
I like the feel of rubber on my feet.
Well, they could be bumpers, so you don't bump your toes into things or that kind of thing. You just don't like to wear socks because Crocs and socks. Now that's an odd combination. Don't you
Crocs
think?
and socks.
Crocs and
Didn't
socks.
they open up for Seals and Crofts?
Yeah, but Crocs and socks are still alive.
Yeah.
So
It was right. They had that great hit. Autumn winds. I don't know. No.
But all right. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, would these shoes here? Let me. Don't worry, my
Oh,
socks.
you're
are
going to take
put-
your
yeah.
shoe off?
So
for this?
let me
I'm
see.
not taking my shoe off.
If you're looking at this,
All right.
where would this put you? Is this Republican, Democrat, Independent,
Or just I want to wear
Wealthy.
shoes today.
wealthy?
Well, what's the brand?
or
What's the brand? Let's start with the
Asics.
brand.
Those are
basic.
Asics.
So it's basic.
No, not basic. They're ASIC. They're not
Oh,
basic.
ASIC. Oh.
Basic is the off-brand.
So I don't know anything about shoes because I just buy the cheapest pair.
ASICs
there.
are known for their running shoes.
Okay.
Now they got golf shoes
So
and everything else.
All right. All
So,
right,
yeah,
they're
those are
fancy
ASIC.
pants. All right, they're money bags.
All right. So what if I wore a pair of my old retro Adidas
Yeah.
shoes from
Okay.
retro
all right.
styled from
since
the
we
70s?
since we did that.
So-
all right, fine. Hold on.
All right. Oh, here we
All
go.
right. So I have the Avia.
Avia. Those are known
Okay.
for being clunky.
Yeah, these are known for being cheap.
Cheap. Avia.
Okay.
It's the I want to be Adidas or
Yeah, exactly.
Asics or
They're
can't quite make
they're super
Nike.
cheap,
Yeah,
and
or
I'm
Under
sure let's see, made in China.
Well, of course, they're all
Every-
made
I
there.
know, so-
There's a plant that makes them all there.
I'm sure there's some preschooler that put this thing together, and but they're super cheap. And
Do they squeak? I remember you used to have a pair of
I
squeaky
did have the
shoes.
squeaky shoes. No, I don't. These are not the squeaky ones. I test for squeakiness now. After I bought those squeaky shoes, I put them on in the store and I walked down the aisle. No, okay, good. These are good.
You got to give them the squeak test.
Right.
Those were pretty funny.
Oh, they're hilarious.
And people gave us different ideas on
Yeah.
on how you could get rid of the squeak.
Oh, I remember that.
Some
right.
of them were put like WD-40.
Right. I'm just like,
There was
you know
some
what?
kind of oil, if I'm not mistaken. Look that up. will
Needs
you?
foot oil.
Needs
Or like you used to
that
use
was
for your
That was
glove.
for your baseball glove.
Yeah. Well, you can
sure.
use it for your shoes.
Or you just don't buy leather or pleather shoes, and then they
Right.
probably won't squeak as much.
Or I just buy the cheap ones. Walmart, like a 10-pack. So that's my strategy.
That sounds like a good strategy.
Oh, well, God, yeah, it is.
One of the latest and greatest developments that's in the works besides non-squeaky tennis shoes, Jack and Coke in a can. So now you don't even have to mix your own.
So, to me, I'm like, they don't
Coca-Cola
already do this. It seems like one of those things, like, don't they already do that? It seems
Well,
natural. Like, who Why wouldn't they have come up with this
Well, they're
original?
testing it outside of the country to see if it goes.
Oh, okay.
So maybe they're just trying to introduce Jack in a can, or Jack and Coke in a can, or
Right.
maybe it's Jack in a can. That's a whole different.
Little ditty about Jack in a can. 2 drinks doing the best they can.
Hold on to 16 as long as you can.
Wait a minute, you're not supposed to be drinking. You're only 16.
Triple off those Bobby Brooks. Okay, so anyway, they're testing Jack in a can. Jack and Coke in a can.
You're right.
Jack and Coke in a can.
Right.
Soon to come to America.
But
I'm
I
sure.
see a lot of drinks now. I mean, when I was just at Meijer the other day,
They've blended everything.
and they blended everything.
There's
Right.
no fun in being. Bartenders are losing their jobs left and right because of this.
And that's what. And I remember when they started doing this. Some of them. I mean, this is like 10, 15, whatever years ago when they started marketing this. They were not that great.
No.
And some of them you see and you're like, well, that looks like garbage. And you take a drink and you're like, I'll have 10. These are wonderful.
Give me some more.
So, yeah. Speaking of Meijer, by the way, did you shop at Meijer over the last weekend?
I have shopped at Meijer. Yes.
All right, you better check your receipt because once again, this is the second time now in like a month's period where Meijer's like, yeah, sorry if you got double charged or overcharged.
There was a guy like $33 that got scanned like 11 times.
Right, it's a processing problem. But the corporate Meijer, they tend to, their answer seems to be like, oh, we're really sorry this happened, but it's not our fault.
No, it's the credit card.
It's their fault. And I'm
It's
like,
the standard fault.
hey, I came to your store. Okay, it's your fault. I don't give a crap. I mean, so I don't know. It seems like that's an issue that.
Now, has this been just statewide or is it national? Or
I mean, Meijer's a regional,
regional.
retailer. Yeah, it looks like it's whatever Meijer stores because it's their processing company supposedly that does this. But they say they've been plagued by payment processing problems for several weeks, ranging from being unable to use a credit card to paying for items to debit errors that sometimes process duplicate transactions in the same amount. And we've become so accustomed to electronic, using debit cards or whatever, and you just
I'm
you don't
going
really
back to stamps.
you don't really. You don't really check your statement, but you have to now. I mean, with this garbage,
we kind of
going
get
on.
alerts if if something like that happened with our credit card, we'd get the alert saying,
Right.
"Hey, did you charge $95 7 times at Meijer today?"
Yeah.
Probably not.
Now, the company says customer service representatives are available to assist with any problems. They're
and I bet if
available
you call now, you can get one right away.
7 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Let's call.
Should we call? Okay,
Yeah,
let's call.
give me the number.
All right, it's
Give me the number. Hold on.
877
877.
363 4537.
All right, now let's call DraftKings and see what the odds are that I'll actually get a human.
Now, if we get a human, what do we do?
Well, we'll just say hi.
Okay.
We'll ask them how it's going with the
How's it going?
credit
Oh,
card
it's
fraud.
Thank you for calling Meijer.com customer care.
Oh, you're
Oh,
For
they
quality
could.
and training purposes, this call may be monitored or recorded.
I bet there's a guy monitoring
Affected by
things.
a recent payment outage that resulted in multiple charges and have not seen your charges reversed, please press 0. If you're calling about, thank you for calling Meijer Customer
Let's
Care.
see how quick
Please
they are.
hold, and the next available agent will be with you
Okay.
shortly.
I hope they give us the
If you are
wait
calling
time.
about duplicate charges from Friday, June 10th, our payment processor is actively working with banks today to reverse
There's a
these
guy
charges.
shuffling stuff all
Your
around
charges
right
will
now.
reverse within the next 1 to 2 days.
All right, how long
Our
have we been
agents are
talking?
unable to assist or provide any
They're
additional
actively-
information
but they're
regarding
shuffling
duplicate
papers
credit
right
charges
now.
that occurred on Friday, June 10th.
Oh, they got Zamfir. This is the relaxing part where, hey, we've just charged you $1 million for a $3 item. And by the way, if it was Jif, it was probably recalled. But we don't want your bad Jif.
Yeah, keep your Jeff.
This is their customer service guy. This is how he's attending your need.
We're ripping you off, you idiot.
But this flute makes you feel like you're in your backyard.
Sorry, you got
With a glass of
double
wine.
charged.
Oh. I hate online.
This is the kind of music you play for your baby to go to sleep.
This
Yeah.
music is there's like one music company that puts this crap out.
Oh my god.
All right, I don't think we're gonna get anybody
But Mike, they're actively working to process our claim.
right now. Actively? Oh. Yeah, how about hiring somebody?
Shut that off. Shut that off.
All right. So see, you're not going to get good customer service when you call their customer service line. Obviously, they're so busy working on
very busy.
straightening out the
Oh,
problem.
God, yes.
There's nobody there.
First of all, they've got to take flute lessons. All right, so they're working on that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And apparently they haven't been to many flute lessons. All right. Yeah, I did hear about that.
That brings up another thing about on-hold music.
Okay.
You know, how bad it is. Have you ever heard any good? I have good online or good on-hold music.
Well, every now and then you get the Budinsky that says, "We care about you.
Right.
Your call is important to us."
Exactly. And you're like,
now back to the flute.
right. But here's
I've never
the
heard any
best
good.
on-call music I've ever heard is playing actual hit music.
Oh, they'd have to pay more money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, cheapos, why don't you just pay up and pay the rights to just play actual music that
Because
we
they
might
don't-
enjoy listening to?
They don't want you to stay on hold. They
you're
just
right.
want to
You
get rid
nailed
of
it.
you and say,
Nope.
you know what? Well, we gave you the chance to call.
You nailed it. Yeah.
And then if you go online, you get the
Oh.
little auto bot that says, "Hi,
The Autobot.
can I
yes.
help you?"
Hi, Otto.
You know, "Hi, my name's Steve, and I'm here to help." And then you click on that, and you have some
Yeah.
conversation, if you will, or attempt to, and they really don't get, "Oh, let me talk with the supervisor. Please hold." And then you see the dots and yada yada.
All right.
All right, before we get to Uncle Bill, how about our 2-cent history lesson? Are you paying your bill at Meyer right now?
No, I was going online to see if I could find Otto the bot, but
Oh, see, go to customer service.
Yeah, that's
We're-
okay.
They're here to help.
oh, they are.
It says
oh,
so
they're here
right
to
on their
help.
website.
Yeah, the flute music.
We need that on our
in
website.
my head the rest of the day. All right.
June 14th, our 2-cent history lesson. We're going to learn a little something before we go to class with Uncle Bill.
That's about time.
1777, the Second Continental Congress. That's like C2. Not the First Continental Congress, the second.
Well, it's double C2.
Oh, yeah, it's CC2. They approved the design of the original American flag.
Now that had the circles in it, right? The circle stars.
The circle stars. I always thought that was pretty cool.
Because Betsy Ross got it all sewn up. Oh, sorry, I already did that.
1934, if it were not for this date in history and Fisher J. Springfield out of Vermont. Oh, I'm sorry, Isaac Fisher Jr.
Oh, well.
from Springfield, Vermont.
Okay.
We would not have smooth surfaces. He patented sandpaper.
Oh, wow. All right.
You know what they did before sandpaper? They would take sand, rub it and rub it and rub it, and then
Oh.
they get splinters in their hand. And somebody said, it was probably Isaac, said, "I should glue this stuff onto paper
Makes sense.
and therefore be able to sand with paper." Or they used a rock.
Now, did you just make up this whole sand thing? Or because it makes sense. It seems logical.
Would I make that up?
Yeah.
Would I
But
make
it
that
seems
up?
logical that somebody would have figured that out. Like, oh, if I just rub sand on it.
I think along the way that probably happened. Whether it was Isaac,
okay.
I don't know.
So the answer is no.
No, I don't
You
know if
made
that's
this
true or
up.
not,
Okay.
but it probably.
All right, we'll get the staff on.
1847, Robert Bunsen.
That guy burns me up.
He invented
See what I did there?
the Bunsen burner. See, you're all thinking right now, what did I first do with the Bunsen burner after using that little click lighter, the igniter?
Right.
Get that thing going, bend some glass in class.
Right, till the
Maybe
teacher
heat up
came,
some-
the teacher finally came in and said, "Hey, stop playing with your Bunsen burners."
Yeah, and we'd bend the glass, we'd make glass straws. That was, I think, the first thing I ever did with the Bunsen burner.
Right. See,
After
now,
that, I wasn't
I
allowed.
remember that what you'd hated is if you couldn't get your Bunsen burner lit.
Oh, yeah.
And if the teacher had to come like, you'd be like,
You have that sprocket on the good. Do they even have
Right.
Bunsen burners at school anymore?
probably not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably have an app. So, by the way, the origin of sandpaper, the first recorded instance,
Yes.
it came from China.
No, it didn't.
13th century. Crushed shells, seeds, and sand were bonded to parchment using natural gum.
Oh, natural.
Although
Wait.
in the Bible, King Solomon is mentioned to have used a mysterious abrasive called shamir, allowing the king to
Schmazel.
build his... House and Pepper Incorporated. Oh, anyway, he used this shamir to build his temple without using iron tools. Maybe that was a
Probably
sandpaper.
took them a little longer.
Yeah,
Well,
so, however
Isaac-
long ago it was.
Isaac had the patent.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Somebody said, yeah.
Hey, I can sell this stuff to 3M and be a billionaire. Congratulations, Isaac Fisher Jr. John Alcock and Arthur Whitten Brown.
Who again?
John Alcock and Arthur Whitten Brown in 1919
Cock and Brown, go on.
embarked on the first non-stop flight across the Atlantic Ocean. That's where the cockpit came from. You don't believe me?
That makes as good
You
sense as
don't
any.
believe me?
Yeah. Well, you just made up the stupid sandpaper thing. I don't know. Although, again, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
The Brown's going, can't we call it the Brown Pit? No, it's the cockpit.
No, we're not calling
The
this.
Brown
We're not
Pit.
calling this the Brown Pit.
That's in the back.
No.
All right. And good luck trying to get your pants off in the Brown Pit.
It doesn't engender a lot of respect for the pilot. I'll be in the Brown Pit. That's okay. You
No.
stay there.
Cockpit.
Yeah.
Sure. One of these days they're going to change the name of the cockpit too. You know, because we got to even have everything out, make it fair.
Well, you know,
We won't call it.
not gonna call it. No, not gonna call it that. Yeah.
Okay, we'll just call it the Pit. 1954 on this day. Grow up a little bit.
Yeah. No.
Well,
Why
eighth
start
grade's
now?
fun. President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed a measure adding the phrase "under God" into the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right. Which many people think it was always there. It was not.
No,
That was a
FDR thing.
it was supposed to be
Dwight D.
Dwight D.
Dwight D.
But it was supposed to be a thing to fight communism.
Yes.
Those godless commies.
But our money and our pledge.
We'll show them what we really worship. We'll put it on our money.
That's right. 1976. I believe it was Channel 50. The Gong Show premiered on this day. Chuck Barris and Company. What?
No, I think that was like a 247 deal.
Was it?
Yeah, but it was syndicated. It was like
Yeah.
middle of the day, wasn't it?
The Gong Show? I thought that was.
Was it night?
Come
Maybe
on,
you're
Chucky,
right.
baby.
Yeah, you're probably right.
1990, the Pistons beat the Trailblazers. Game 5. 92-90 to make it their back-to-back championship.
I remember.
1990 on this day. Yeah, they're not near that now.
No. But the Tigers are gonna.
Well, the Tigers are going to play again.
Are they though?
1993.
They'll be there. I don't know if they're playing. I don't know what they're doing.
1993, President Bill Clinton nominated Judge Ruth Bader Ginsburg to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court.
RBG.
I notice you have the definition of cockpit pulled up.
I did. I
were
wanted
you
to, yeah.
doubting my?
I was just curious
How
myself.
did it become named the cockpit?
It dates from the early 20th century, derives from an early 18th century nautical term denoting an area in the aft lower deck of a man of war where the wounded were taking.
Oh. Wow, how did it get to the airplane?
Later coming to mean the pit or well from which a yacht is steered, hence the place housing the controls of other vehicles, and it got transferred to planes when they came around. So that's not as exciting as...
Yeah, I think my definition was better.
It's still better than the brown pit.
Born Identity was released on this day in 2002, and in 2005, Michelle Wie, at the age of 15, became the first female player to qualify for an adult male U.S. Golf Association Championship, tying for first place in the 36-hole U.S. Amateur Public Links Sectional qualifying tournament. 15 years old, playing with the men. Golf.
Well, yeah.
So
And probably doing very well,
Yeah.
you might say. All right, hey, it's Mike and John Got It Going On, brought to you by Firehouse Doors, located in Livingston County. They've been serving residents for the past 24 years. They're a family-owned business, and they strive to treat each customer like family. Mike, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran, they're your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs. And for the past 21 years, Firehouse Doors has been Livingston County's only authorized distributor for CHI overhead doors. Call them today, 810-599-7480, and if you tell them Mike and John sent you, you could get a $275 savings. They'll upgrade your garage door and opener package to the belt drive battery backup opener with the built-in MyQ camera system, and that offer is good through tomorrow, Wednesday, June 15th.
you got today and tomorrow.
Yeah. Firehouse Doors, 810-599-7480.
Uncle Bill joining us for School of the Fools. Good morning, Uncle Bill.
Good morning, Mike and John. How are the two of you today?
We're hanging in there, getting ready for the big heat wave.
Well, you know, it's funny you should say that because that's our theme for today's School of Fools, heat.
Heat.
The heat is on.
It's getting hot in here.
It's going to be anything from city heat to, let's see, what else? Oh, heat of the night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
the word heat.
Heat.
And the heat.
She's in heat.
Yes. We're going to
This is where-
Oh, no.
Instantly where Mike went to. She's in heat.
Oh, that's part of heat. I'm thinking things related
Right,
to heat.
I understand. All right, we're ready.
All right.
Mike, as odd as it is, we are going to take a detour down that road.
All right.
Okay, all right. We should have
Because
known.
I took a detour down that road, so.
All right. Let's get it going.
All right, Clancy.
All right.
Surround the house.
Surround the house. All right. True or false? Melissa McCarthy from the movie The Heat has been nominated multiple times for an Academy Award. Is it true or false that Melissa McCarthy has been nominated multiple times for an Academy
Didn't you win last time?
I don't remember.
It's hard to keep
Award?
those.
Yes, John did win last week.
All right.
I say that is false.
All right. John says, no way, Jose.
No
Heck
way.
No, he says.
Mike?
I say that's true
All right. Now, Mike, why do you say it's true?
because John said it was false.
Uh,
I think there was probably best comedic or something, and she probably had something to do with the writing.
Actually, she has been nominated as an actress twice.
Well,
Once as Best Supporting Actress in the movie Bridesmaids, and then as Best Supporting or Best Actress in Can You Ever Forgive Me?
No.
A story about a woman who was a
forger.
forger.
Yeah.
Yes. So she has been nominated multiple times. So Mike, you are correct.
All right.
But it wasn't necessarily for the movie The Heat.
No,
There's
no,
other
no,
things.
No, obviously it was not
Right.
the movie The Heat.
Hung
All
up.
right, just make sure we all right. Now, question number 2, Heat.
I'm thinking of Sandra Bullock right now. Hold on a minute.
Oh,
Okay, you can go to the next question.
all right. John, you're sharing the studio with him.
Yes, I am.
That's unfortunate. All right.
Yes, it is.
Heat is often used to describe animals who are ready to mate.
Yes.
But what other word also means this? So what other word also means heat? Is it hut, mutt, nut, or rut?
Well, you're leading.
All right, so let's go hut, rut, mutt.
Hut, mutt, nut, or rut. So H-M-N or R with a U-T.
I'm going to have to go. Jeez.
I know it's a tough question, isn't it?
Really isn't.
It really isn't? Do you want to go first?
I can go first.
Do you want to go first? I was going to say rut, but
Okay. I was going to say rut
So
as
you're
well.
gonna say rut.
rut.
We,
Rut roll.
we both say rut.
Because it's like rut roll.
All right. John, you seem very confident in rut.
I've
Why do you-
I've
why do you-
heard that phrase used in that context before.
Oh,
Like they're rutting. So they're in rutting season.
oh rutting season. Oh.
So, John, you are correct. Yes.
Oh, wait, I was right too.
He was right too. But I was right for the right
I know
reason.
that, but he knew it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
So I get an
Did
extra
you really
point.
know it, Mike? Or
I-
did you just
It sounded like it fit. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's what she
All right,
said.
Very good. All right, so Mike has 2 questions right. John has 1 right. All right, next question is in the heat of the night. Though played by Rod Steiger, which of these actors was the first choice for the sheriff? Who was the first choice? All of these were considered, but one of them was the first choice. Is it Robert Mitchum, Lawrence Tierney, George C. Scott, or Marlon Brando?
Wow. They all would have been interesting.
Yeah.
They all would have been interesting. But one of them was the first choice, couldn't do it. And so they went with Rod Steiger.
All right, what do you think?
Robert Mitchum.
All
Go
right.
Bob Mitchum.
Mike says Robert Mitchum
Yeah.
Okay.
from Scrooged.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he did it.
Amongst
that
other
wasn't-
things.
You know, if you had Don Knotts in there, that would have been my guess. But
All right.
I'm not.
All right, John. Who do you think?
Who's the third choice?
George C. Scott.
Yeah, that's right.
George
I'm going to say
C. Scott.
George C. Scott.
All right, John. You just tied it up.
Wow, look at that. He was busy doing Patton, wasn't he?
No, he was busy doing. I think it's called the Flim Flam Man or something like
Oh,
that.
Flim Flam.
He should have done it in the heat of the night. Who was his agent?
Yeah.
So he was done. All right, so you guys are tied. Go to
All
the next
right,
question.
going into the final.
This is neck and neck.
Yeah.
All right, so 1984, City Heat, which starred both Clint Eastwood and Burt Reynolds. Which of these things did they not have in common? Letter A, both had two movies coming out in 1984. B, both got fired on the same day from Universal Studios. C, they both had the same lover. Or D, they both were paid the same for City Heat. Which one do they not have in common?
What do they not have in common?
So both have two movies coming out in 1984. Both got fired on the exact same day. Both had the same lover. And both got paid the same for the movie City Heat. Which one of those is not true?
I think it's they both had movies coming out in 84.
All right, so John says that's not true.
Yeah.
Mike?
I'm going to guess the same lover.
All right. Well, actually, what is not true is they got paid the same.
Oh.
Clint Eastwood would not do the movie unless he got paid more money, and his name was first in the billing. So that is what they did not have in common. They were both contract actors with Universal Studios, and both got fired on the exact same day, on completely different sets for completely different reasons.
Yeah,
But they were both fired on the same day.
They ran into each other at the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, you got fired too? All right. Well, there you go.
Bottoms up.
We'll show them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Box office stars. So
Yeah.
then we'll star in a flop together. All right.
Oh, you had us there till flop.
I'm familiar
We
with
like that story arc where the two guys got fired
Right.
and then they put up their.
All right, before we
career.
get to the
You
tiebreaker,
mentioned flop.
Yeah.
before we get to the tiebreaker, we have to remind Uncle Bill about July 9th, which is Mike and John's big splash party.
Yeah.
Mark your calendar.
Our
You're invited.
summer splash party.
Our summer
It's
splash
your
party.
big summer splash
Yes.
party on July the 9th.
You're in charge of the rubber duckies and the arm floaties. We,
Wow, that's a lot.
The
That's a
swimmies.
lot of pressure.
yeah, and adult diapers. All right, so we'd
Is this
we'd like
in
to
a
see
local
it.
pond?
No. It's in a movie theater. All right. But you're in charge. You're in charge of those things.
It's a free movie night for our listeners.
And you, if you want to
We
come,
would,
you're invited.
we would love to have you.
Yes.
All right, well, I will keep that in mind. Thank you for the invitation.
Keep it in mind.
Maybe we could do a live School of Fools.
Yeah.
Well, we could. We'll see.
We'll see.
Don't put him on the spot
Stop
like that. He
asking
doesn't
me.
like
I don't know.
Man, you're asking me to plan out like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know it's a lot. We're just hoping next Tuesday happens. All right.
All right, tiebreaker.
I know which episode of Law and Order's coming on. Next
Oh,
week.
well, okay. Yeah, you got to check.
All right, tiebreaker. In the movie In the Heat of the Night, Norman Jewison was the director.
Norman.
Norman Jewison. He
Yeah.
was the director for that. He wanted Rod Steiger to chew gum, and Rod Steiger wasn't too hip about it. But then he thought, okay, and so he ended up chewing gum. How many packs of gum did Rod Steiger
Who knows
chew?
this?
Yes.
How many
Somebody
packs did
does.
he use?
Packs of gum did he actually chew? You have anywhere from 100 to 400
Over the course of the filming of the movie, so.
over the course of the filming of the movie, which actually took place in Illinois.
All right.
because
What
they
kind of
couldn't
gum
film in
was
the
it?
South.
Well,
That would determine my answer. What
Yeah,
kind of
that's a
gum
good
was
point.
it? Because if
That's
it's
good.
crap gum,
if it was Fruit Stripe, then it's probably 400.
Okay.
Because you lose that flavor.
was
I
it
don't know
double
that.
mint?
I think it looked like it was just regular spearmint type gum.
All right.
Spearmint gum. Kind of with a little powder on it.
Yeah, probably.
You lick it.
It was the gum from baseball cards.
Ah.
There you go.
Oh, no.
Then
Then
you
it's
break
the
a few
least
teeth.
amount, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
All right.
John won last week. So if you want to know who needs to go first,
I'll go first.
that would be John.
I'll go first.
What kind of crap gum did Robert make?
I say it was 257 packs.
257.
Yeah.
257.
Wow, that's a good guess.
57.
That's a really good
Yeah,
guess.
it's so good. I'm gonna go 256.
Okay.
Oh, Mike.
I went the wrong way. It was good gum.
Wrong way.
Wrong way, Mike.
The actual number was 263.
Oh, I was
Wow.
I almost nailed it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should win just because that was an impressive.
It was within
guess.
10.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was. He should.
Yeah.
So I wonder
there
how many
you
of those
go.
pieces of gum ended up underneath the table, or
Or behind Sidney Portier's ear. Or
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'm sure they had a key grip whose job it was to come and take his
Scrape
gum.
the gum,
Here,
yeah.
well, I don't know, but I read it and I verified it.
No,
So there
well,
you
Now,
go.
was he a
verified.
gum clicker?
Must
Yeah,
be.
Yeah.
yeah, the
So
gum
now
snapper.
as people go about their week talking about how hot it is,
Yeah.
you can say, hey,
Yeah.
I know a little something about heat.
Yeah.
There you
Do you know how many packs of gum Rod Steiger chewed on the? Hey, where are you going? Hey, where are you going?
Did you know that Clint Eastwood and Burt Reynolds were fired on the same day?
Look at that. See, you got this is
I never knew that.
talking points.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
All
There you
right.
go. A little something to, move
Beat
the
the heat.
conversation forward.
sure.
All right. As always, Uncle Bill, we appreciate it. Thanks so much. Write that on your calendar, July 9th. We hope to see you there.
All right. Take care, guys.
All right, you too.
All right, you too.
Uncle Bill and School of Fools here on Mike and John Got It Going On.
Call Murphy's Family Auto to schedule an appointment, 517-552-3040. They're open Saturdays now, 8 to 1. Tell them Mike and John sent you. You save 5% off your bill. Murphy's Family Auto, your car knows. murphysfamilyauto.com.
If you've got some old gum stuck in an ashtray,
Yeah.
number one, you have an old car.
Number one.
Number two, that old car has old gum in it.
Yeah, that's going to cost more.
They probably got some gum remover.
It's in the brown pit.
I guess with this music, we're done.
Oh, were we not done?
No, we're done. No, we're done.
Oh, okay.
We got it going on.
I'm sorry, I thought it was.
It was. I was being facetious.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was joking around.
Ooh.
Facetious. That's fun to say.
Now spell it.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in
F-I-C.
next time.
You're already wrong.
F-E-C.
You're already wrong.
F-A-C.
There you go.
Seesh. Ish.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we're post show.
Yeah, we are post show.
Oh, phew.
Post show. What do you know?
Nothing.
Do I have to come up again with post show content?
I never really think about
Come
post show.
on,
I'm
man.
sorry. I just
Well, first, if you would think about the show,
I do think about the
then
show.
think about post show. You know, we haven't done it in a while.
You know
We
what?
have-
I've got post show.
I was
I
going to
got
go to the
post-show.
CD rack, but no, you go do what you got to do.
All right, hold on.
I'll just sit here and hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Like the Wilson
You
Phillips
know,
song.
when we were talking about judging people by their shoes, one of the things that I notice when people wear Velcro shoes, they're either lazy or they don't know how to tie, or they're little kids.
You know,
and parents are too busy
you
to
don't
teach them how
have to be
tie.
lazy.
To have Velcro shoes.
Yeah, because I don't have Velcro shoes, but I might as well. I just have shoes I slip in. I don't untie them. I just slip in and out of them. They're like slippers.
You know, they make those.
Yeah, I mean, I
They
just
call them
don't.
slide. You slide
Yeah.
right in. They look like a tennis shoe,
I don't
but they're
want
not. And I wouldn't judge it by
Too
that.
much work. Anyway, post show. Talk about your summer splash party.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Recently came across a photo of myself.
Oh boy.
All right, I'll share it with you if you want to.
Wow.
At the original summer splash
Yeah,
party.
it's faded a little bit.
Yeah,
so
it
we'll
is.
zoom
It's an
in.
old. Yeah. If you want to.
See if
That's
there's
me,
anything there.
probably age 2.
He said, "How you doing?"
2 or 3
Yeah, it was
years old, yeah.
actually. I think, judging by my psychic sense, is telling me this was August of 1968.
Or it says that on the photo.
No, it was in my psychic.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it said there. Yeah, because they used to print the date on the photo sometimes. Yeah. It
But they
doesn't-
didn't. It's on the back,
Yeah.
handwritten, probably by John's mom.
Yeah.
1968.
Yeah.
It was the year the Tigers won. It was just before they won the World Series.
Right.
August.
And since we're on the little nostalgia trip,
Oh,
this is
you're
me
on
and
it.
my first girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Her name was Corey. And if you can. All right, hold on.
John went by Topanga.
And yeah.
Yeah, what's Corey doing now?
I don't know.
She probably holds.
we
up the
we
same
lost
picture.
we lost touch there.
She probably hangs onto the same picture, saying, "This was."
Oh
my
God,
first
yeah. I'm sure she's in
boyfriend."
her podcast
I wonder
basement right now.
Wonder if he's doing a
Yeah.
podcast.
We used to take baths together.
Were they bubble baths?
Yeah, I think they
Is there
probably
any bubble
were.
beards?
I mean, that was when you're,
Yeah.
you're young enough that it didn't matter that you're a boy or girl. It's like no big deal. Because it's the 70s too. So.
Yeah. Nobody cares.
No one cares.
Now you'd get
Now it'd
sued.
be, oh my God. So there you go.
So maybe you two need to have a bubble bath reunion.
You know what? I'll find her and I'll say, hey, remember? Hey, let's have a bubble bath. Hey, where you going?
hey, it's the same size.
The bathtub, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your post.
I'm glad you could crack yourself up.
That made me laugh.
Yes,
sometimes.
well, somebody has to.
I know.
All right.
I should have been on the Gong Show.
Yeah, you're already are.
Human.
Yeah.